Christian James is no longer the SmackDown General Manager, having stepped down of his own accord. Next week on this show, a new SmackDown General Manager will be revealed. You make friends, or you make money. Jay White wants to make money. He wants to turn the switchblade onto SmackDown. Tony Storm has made it to SmackDown. Keith Lee is going to the Royal Rumble. Kota Ibushi retains. What a match! Bobby Fish with a steel chair. He said he wanted the gold. Well, now Infamous has come to stake his claim for the Intercontinental title. Hello everyone and welcome to SmackDown. We are here tonight in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and there is plenty to be excited about here tonight for the Blue Brand. We talked about it last week, and tonight it will happen. The new SmackDown General Manager will be revealed in front of us all, and it won't be later on here tonight. They are making their appearance right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the new General Manager of SmackDown, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The brand he hung up the boots on, and now the brand that he'll call the shots from. Shawn Michaels is indeed the new General Manager of SmackDown, filling in the boots of Christian James. The Heartbreak Kid is going to have a tough job ahead of him, but if anyone can do it, it would be Shawn Michaels. And Baton Rouge were more than happy to see him as well, and so am I. The new man calling the shots around here, Shawn Michaels. He absolutely, in so many ways, epitomizes what SmackDown is about. And here tonight, it's time for the address from the new General Manager. Shawn Michaels, I imagine, with plenty to say as he fills in the role here as General Manager, but this crowd doesn't want to quiet down for HBK right now. Giving him a big response, and Shawn Michaels seems to love every last bit of it as well. Shawn Michaels proud to be at the top of SmackDown, but of course honouring a lot towards Christian James as well, and rightly so. But now, of course, this is the show of the Heartbreak Kid. And he wants to do all that it takes to bring SmackDown to the top of the WWE. Michaels doesn't seem opposed to a little bit of chaos on the way to success. Shawn Michaels wants SmackDown to do it all and do it better than anyone else. Let SmackDown be known as the show where the showstopper calls the shots. But here tonight, folks, it's a massive main event for you. A Royal Rumble qualifying match. There can only be one going to that illustrious match. Will it be Kevin Owens or Kazuchika Okada representing SmackDown at the Royal Rumble? We'll find out in our main event. But we start tonight as well with a Royal Rumble qualifier. And one of those men looking to go to the Royal Rumble is the glorious one. The glorious Robert Roode looking to go to the Royal Rumble and represent SmackDown within that illustrious match. But in order to do that here tonight, you'll have to go through the savior, Ricochet. Warm welcome to you all wherever you are tuning in for this one. It's going to be a big show here tonight, the first show under the managerialship of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And that is going to be a good one going forward. HBK leading the shots on this brand. Right now, Robert Roode coming towards the ring, looking ready and willing to go against the savior Ricochet here tonight. Big chance for Roode, big chance for Ricochet. Only one of those men can go to the Royal Rumble. Which one will it be? We will find out. Right now, we only know of 4 men in the Royal Rumble, I believe. By the end of the night, it will be 6. We know that Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and John Cena will be in the Royal Rumble for ECW. We know no one from Monday Night Raw right now. But we know on SmackDown there'll be Keith Lee and the winner of the 2 matches here tonight. Of course, as well, that Women's Royal Rumble match will be occurring at the Royal Rumble event as well, but that one a little bit more cut and dry. The need for qualifiers. It's going to be a huge opportunity for so many women across the Raw and SmackDown rosters. But right now, it is not about the women of those brands. It is about one man who loves all the attention on him. It is about the savior of SmackDown. It is about Ricochet. Last week we witnessed one of the greatest matches in SmackDown history, I believe, between Kota Ibushi and Hangman Page for the Intercontinental title. The Savior was not present at ringside. Kota Ibushi asked him to go it alone, and the Golden Savior made the right choice as he ended up with victory over Hangman Page. But it was not the closing that either Ricochet or Ibushi expected, as Bobby Fish charged the ring and laid out Kota Ibushi to end last week's episode of SmackDown. And here tonight, folks, the road to the Royal Rumble is well and truly on for the Blue Brand. We are certainly going to be seeing some advancements towards that show, and maybe even looking further ahead towards the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. Who knows? But right now, the bell rings and we're underway here. Robert Roode or Ricochet, who will be going to the Royal Rumble match. Kind of a type sequence to get us going here. Some chain wrestling. Back and forth they go. Robert Roode pushing Ricochet off the ropes here. Ducks under and comes in with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker early on. Nicely done there from Roode, who looked for an early cover, but only good for a count of 1. Well, folks, who just spoke of him, turns out earlier on today on Twitter, Bobby Fish was speaking his mind, letting Kota Ibushi know he was coming for the Intercontinental title, and he had every plan in sight to make it infamous. Bobby Fish hunting down the Golden Savior and that Intercontinental title, but right now, Ricochet is hunting down the glorious one, Robert Roode, to go to the Royal Rumble. Ricochet, top rope, Phoenix Splash. Down onto Roode, and that could mean that Ricochet is in the Royal Rumble. Oh, not quite 2 count there, though. But a good chance opening itself up for Ricochet, who's off the ropes with a moonsault now. Making it look easy. He's the savior. Oh, but Roode coming back with the counter there. Robert Roode with great success within this company as well. And every secondary title there is to hold, and a former WWE champion in his own right as well. Roode now, he's in. Boston Crab. Boston Crab locked in on Ricochet here. The smaller frame of Ricochet quickly getting itself out of the Boston Crab. That's quite surprising to see there. Robert Roode might have thought he had something going there, but Ricochet coming up with the counter. Double kick at the chest and then sweeps the legs out from underneath. Very intelligent display from Ricochet, who comes down with a 450 as well. All a part of the Savior's plan to execute what he wants. Oh, but Robert Roode saying you're going to need more than some easy flips to take me down. Robert Roode may want to see rather more power from Ricochet if he's going to stop the Glorious One from going to the Royal Rumble. Here goes Roode now from behind. Full Nelson slam with authority. Cover is made here by Roode. Is it all she wrote? Not quite. Ricochet gets the shoulder up in time at 2. But Robert Roode with the lion's share so far of the offense and the pinfalls in this matchup. Looking good so far for Roode against Ricochet. And look at this now. Hammering away with right hands in the corner. Ricochet falls to a seated position, but that just means that Roode will stop away at him. Here we go, Irish whip off the ropes, went for a back elbow, missed with it though. Spear though from Roode. No escape on that one for Ricochet as he got planted by it. But oh, Ricochet comes up with the counter pretty quickly there. Has Roode on the apron. Roode comes up with a forearm counter. Robert Roode top rope. We've seen him up here before. Incoming blockbuster from Roode. Nailed Ricochet to go to the Royal Rumble. It's only good for 2. But now the Savior will have to be asking himself what he needs to do, how he needs to adjust his plan to beat Robert Roode here tonight, because Roode may only be a few moves shy of going to the Royal Rumble. Oh, but Ricochet, ever so quick to think on his feet, throws Roode to the outside, and ever so quick to think off them as well. Here we go! And that is the Savior at his best. Like him or hate him, he can do almost anything in that ring. And just like that, momentum is shifted to favor the Savior. Uppercut comes in, middle of the ring cover. Is it over for Roode? No, he gets the shoulder up in time. But that could have changed everything for Ricochet. Second rope now. Phoenix Splash, no one home. Maybe I spoke too soon. Roode moved out of the way there. Roode picks him up. Double A spine buster from Robert Roode. Does the Royal Rumble have Glorious written all over it? No, it doesn't. Not yet, anyway. Robert Roode will go up high again here. Splashes down on Ricochet. Looking to set him up. Looking to finish him off. Looking to strike. In position. Glorious DDT. Not if Ricochet has anything to say about it. And look at this now from Ricochet. Kicking away. Oh, big spinning kick in the face of Robert Roode. And Ricochet jogging on the spot. The Savior has plenty of ego right now. Oh, look out. Oh, sends him into the second turnbuckle. 619. And now, springboard uppercut again. Ricochet, kick in the gut, has the arm here, and Joe drives him face first into the mat. And the lights may be out in Robert Roode after that one. Ricochet drags him to the ropes, and we all know why. Save yourself! Ricochet gets all of it. Needs a moment to readjust, but hooks the leg of Robert Roode. The Savior is going to the Royal Rumble. Ricochet, your winner tonight. Robert Roode fought valiantly, but in the end, he fell to the Savior and his quest for it all. Ricochet, your winner. A new member added to the Royal Rumble. And that match itself just got a saving grace, courtesy of the Savior of SmackDown. Liking what I'm hearing from Shawn Michaels so far, that certainly sounds like an interesting contest that we could be in for. Dangerous Alliance in the American Show-Offs next week. The winners going to the Royal Rumble. That could certainly be an interesting one, but here, folks, comes the bounty hunter, Apollo Crews, with his manager Booker T accompanying him. Last week, Apollo Crews certainly got involved on SmackDown. We didn't see it, but backstage cameras picked it up. During Keith Lee's victory over Carl Anderson, Apollo Crews attacked Jackson Riker, driving him through the table and sending another message to Jon Moxley and Paradigm with it. Apollo Crews still very much on the payroll, maybe, of Skull. If not, the bounty hunter is taking matters into his own hands, free of charge. And tonight, he will take Kurt Hawkins into his clutches and look to beat him in that ring. Not a positive reaction at all here for Apollo Crews, but hardly a surprise with it either, as he makes his way into that ring right now to go one-on-one with Kurt Hawkins. The bounty hunter's certainly going to be looking to prove a point here this evening to anyone who dares not only to hire his services, but to be on the receiving end of them. And so far, that seems to be pretty set on it being Paradigm and Jon Moxley. So here we go, folks. The bell rings. We're underway in this one. And Crews coming in with a clothesline right off the bat. And just standing there watching Hawkins getting up to his feet and showing no remorse at the same time as well. Apollo Crews just dominating with power right now as he slams Kurt Hawkins into the mat repeatedly. This is not going to be an easy ride for Kurt Hawkins at all. Apollo Crews simply does not care right now as he takes him down with authority. They're slamming him into the mat. Big elbow drop. And he's front and center in front of everyone right now. So if there's anyone out there who wants to get their hands on Apollo Crews, maybe Jackson Riker's irking for some revenge, then maybe, just maybe, we could see some involvement from him against Apollo Crews. But right now, it is just Crews absolutely, systematically decimating Kurt Hawkins and loving every minute of it as well. He is taking his time with this. He is getting the maximum amount he can be paid in his eyes. Crews picking him up and knocking him back down with little regard for Kurt Hawkins as he does it. Top rope goes Crews now. Headbutt down on him. And Apollo Crews. Oh, wait a minute. Kurt Hawkins coming back here. A little bit of fight within him. Taking some right hands to Apollo Crews. Kurt Hawkins wants the upset. But in the blink of an eye, it was taken away from him. Shoulder charges in the corner. And now, the boot. Driven into his chest to go with it. Oh, and Apollo Crews. We've seen this delivered before. And on both occasions to Jon Moxley. Cruise control. Count to 100. Apollo Crews, the bounty hunter, finishing off Kurt Hawkins here this evening. Oh, and the celebrations are going to be short-lived. It's Moxley with a chair. And the chair shots come raining down on a bounty hunter, courtesy of Death Rider. Moxley setting up maybe. He's going to paradigm shift him onto the chair. He is going to drive his head into the mat. Oh, but Crews stopped it. Crews countered it and runs right out of the ring. The bounty hunter running from his target. Death Rider chasing off the bounty hunter. Well, it's not only Bobby Fish who's been taken to Twitter recently. As the show was airing just a few minutes ago, a mysterious tweet coming out. We've waited, we're coming. We have a word for what SmackDown will be. Expect us. No idea what any of that could mean, but someone or something has SmackDown in its sights. Interesting to see who or what that'll be. But right now, folks, we turn our attention to the ring here this evening once again, as it's time to see the leader of Balor Club here tonight, Finn Balor, to go one-on-one with Elias. Balor, plenty of support for him here tonight, there's no doubt about it. Shawn Michaels said he wanted to get the best out of his talents from top to bottom on this card, regardless of division. He wants to see the very best out of all of them. And that may well be what this matchup is all about to him. Finn Balor has never really found a road back to the top, really, since his loss to Kazuchika Okada all the way back at No Way Out. These last few weeks have been a tough one for Finn Balor, from the loss to Keith Lee, and just never really finding that edge to him, never really finding the ability to claw himself back up to the upper echelons of SmackDown, where a guy of Finn Balor's pedigree absolutely belongs. But right now, Balor's going to step in the ring with the Drifter Elias, a man who's certainly been getting involved with the Dangerous Alliance over the last few weeks, certainly heading into SummerSlam anyway. And now we'll see what he will do tonight when they collide. Will Paul Heyman or anyone from the Dangerous Alliance be in the corner of Elias will be the question, or is it going to be Elias all on his lonesome here as he squares off one-on-one with a two-time world champion? Both men definitely going to want this win. Shawn Michaels will be wanting to see the best out of them. And we'll see just who is going to deliver it here this evening. Finn Balor looks prime and ready here for this matchup. And when the opportunity for victory, when the opportunity to get your name out there in front of the thousands in attendance and all those watching at home, Balor absolutely wants to make the most of it. But so too, of course, will his opponent, Elias. Making his way towards the ring here, and there is an ominous lack of Dangerous Alliance, so it could well be the case that everything that Elias was doing for the Dangerous Alliance heading to Survivor Series, every hit he took from Daniel Bryan, may well have all been for nothing. Maybe the Dangerous Alliance have their sights set elsewhere. Or maybe that'll light a fire within Elias here this evening. makes his way towards the ring, getting ready for this contest with Finn Balor here tonight. Here at Baton Rouge's attendants want to walk with Elias. The bell rings anyway, and we are underway here between this contest, or in this contest rather, between Finn Balor and Elias. Continental type to get us going once again. Some more chain wrestling here this evening. Shawn Michaels said it himself earlier on. He wants SmackDown to be the best. Not only at the chaos, but the in-ring as well. And guys like Finn Balor will certainly go a long way towards helping that be the case. Break there between the two. They go back to the middle of the ring and lock back up here. Just trying to see who can get the upper edge over the other. Elias has the arm now. Knee in the gut there on Balor. Balor will transition into a side headlock. Nicely done there from Finn Balor. Elias looking to try and get his way out of it maybe, and he will do just that. Pushing Balor away from him now. Drop under, and went for a, looked like maybe a running shoulder tackle, but didn't quite get all of it. Balor didn't get all of that kick either. Elias getting some of those left hands, and that chop as well. And here we go, Irish whip off the ropes. Elias just throwing Finn Balor. In the corner we go now. Went for a running splash, missed it. Leg got tangled up, but Balor couldn't capitalize. That little mistake may have given Balor an opening, though. He can work with now. Nice suplex there from Finn Balor. Big knee lift from Elias there, though. Turning things around now for the Drifter. Sends Balor into the corner. Balor comes skittering out of it and into the path of a shoulder bomb there from Elias. Hooked. Cover. 2 count. Yes! Elias will stay on Finn Balor here in the corner now. Looks like running charge again. And again he misses. Again he gets tangled up. But Balor's there. As Elias released himself. Did that drop kick into the side of the head. Big forearm now from Balor. From behind, has the leg. That means the Regal Plex, and he gets all of it. Now they're looking for the right hand. Elias counters, right hand of its own. Now a left hand. Off the ropes will come Finn Balor to the path of Elias, and again, throwing up in the air. Just dumped down with no remorse whatsoever. Not a nice landing at all for Finn Balor, as Elias is taking it to him here in this contest. Maybe the thought of being abandoned by the Dangerous Alliance. If that is the case, has lit a fire within the Drifter here. Nice move there from Balor though. Sling blade, springboard dropkick. Elias trying to recover on the outside. Finn Balor, in he comes! Taking flight in the most extreme way possible. Coming down hard on Elias. And now throwing Elias around the outside here into the apron repeatedly. Elias will go. But Elias coming back here, throwing him into the barricade. Not once but twice. Elias able to throw them back into the ring at the count of 7. Maybe that's the fact that Elias has taken less offense in this match and able to deliver big as well. Elias in now, and again, a vicious knee lift catching Balor in the head. Running knee charge there from Elias, takes down Balor, but Balor able to counter right away there. Drop kick from him now. Takes Elias down. Momentum swinging back and forth here between either man as they try and get the better out of the other, as they try to get the win over the other. Sit-out power bomb there from Finn Balor. He had done more in the match that could have set up for the coup de grace, but he has still got some ways to go to finish off. Elias here, Pele kick, and again, Elias rolls to the outside. Balor staying on top of him. Misses with the double axe handle though. Into the barricade he goes. And Elias sending them back into the ring. And now wearing down Balor. Maybe even looking for the submission on him here. Knee in the back. Arms around the chin here, but Balor gets his way out of the hole there. But he can't capitalize. Elias is doing a great job here of stopping Balor from capitalizing. Reverse suplex there from Elias. And he sees the chance in front of him. Top rope. Oh, Balor moved out of the way at the last second there on that elbow drop. A second longer, and that elbow would have been coming into the chest of Finn Balor. And this one could have been on its way to being over. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Elias. And now fireman's carry. Pele kick from Balor. Set him up now in the corner. Oh, I was expecting the shotgun drop kick there from Finn Balor, but it seems as if he's going to go down a different path. Balor, oh my goodness, reverse superplex. Elias laid out and done for. Coup de grace from Balor. 1, 2, 3. Well, if Shawn Michaels wants to get the best out of his talents, Finn Balor will always give his best. Your winner here this evening, the leader of Balor Club. And maybe a new name in the Royal Rumble looking upon us. Right now, folks, we want to take you back to TLC and the events that occurred between Brian Cage and Jeff Cobb. Oh my God! It's Brian Cage! Brian Cage! With Weapon X on Jeff Cobb! The Machine is back! Oh ho ho ho! Jeff Cobb wants a fight with Brian Cage, not in the ring, but anyway, next week here on SmackDown. And if that's gonna happen, you better believe I am there to see it. And I think we all are as well, if those two are gonna throw down hands at one another. That is going to be interesting, no doubt about it. But right now, folks, move on here on SmackDown to the women's division, as it's going to be the boss, Sasha Banks, to go one-on-one against God's greatest creation, Mandy Rose. Sasha Banks certainly looking for a win here this evening. On a very positive reception for her, and of course, why would there be? Sasha Banks having a bit of a tendency recently to attack anyone that she can. Think back to her attack on Tegan Nox after she beat Tegan Nox to become the #1 contender. Tegan Nox got a comeuppance on her a few weeks ago, though, rolling her up to get the win over here. Right now, Sasha Banks focused elsewhere. Focused here tonight on Mandy Rose. Last time I believe we saw Mandy Rose in one-on-one action was at Survivor Series, standing alongside, of course, Sonya Deville and Paige as Absolution to face Trifecta. Well, now tonight it's Mandy Rose's chance to pick up a huge win here in a very wide open SmackDown Women's Division, as everyone is looking for the opportunity, of course, to be the first in line for Shayna Baszler and the SmackDown Women's Championship that she holds. Paige, of course, out injured, will not be getting her rematch against Shayna Baszler. So it leaves it wide open for people like Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, Tegan Nox, and of course the woman who made her debut on the SmackDown Women's roster just last week on this show, Toni Storm. And of course a number of other names to put their opportunity out there for Shayna Baszler. Of course it's one thing to put your name out there, it's another to fight her, to take her on. That is exactly what every woman in this division will be wanting to do. As we get underway here between Sasha Banks and Mandy Rose, big forearm from the boss to get us going, as she is looking to try and finish off Mandy Rose as quick as possible, it looks like. And the knees in the chest there in the corner, another big forearm from Sasha Banks. Might have already been looking for the bag statement there. Mandy Rose though, rolls her up, looking for the upset win. Here we go, roll up. Oh, Sasha Banks not letting what happened with her and Tegan Nox a few weeks ago happen again here tonight. Snap there from Mandy, but oh, caught the face there by Sasha Banks. And that boot. Don't pop up Meteora. That could do it. Cover made. Mandy Rose kicking out at one though. Both women trying to look for a quick way to finish off the match early on in this contest, but a jawbreaker there from Mandy Rose will drive Sasha Banks into the match. Here goes Mandy Rose now in the corner. No, she can't capitalize. Sasha Banks just a click ahead of her. Big elbows coming into the side of the head there of Mandy Rose as well. Sasha Banks just making sure that she controls the pace of this match. Oh, but there's Sonya Deville on the outside to cause a distraction, getting in the face of Sasha Banks here. Sasha has to pay attention. Mandy Rose clawing herself up to the ropes and pulls him down. Sasha Banks hitting hard on the outside there. This was, of course, the Women's Royal Rumble to come away in a few weeks' time. Sasha Banks would have been eliminated. Mandy Rose letting Sasha get back in the ring. And you've got to imagine the boss rather frustrated at what just transpired. But Mandy Rose has seen it as an opening, and that's exactly what she's doing here. Sending her into a boot in the corner there. Mandy Rose from behind. No, can't capitalize. Sasha Banks comes up with the counter there. Incoming Hurricane Rana now. Legs are hooked. Looking to finish off Mandy Rose. Not good enough. Sasha Banks almost getting shown up twice by Mandy there. First with a roll up and now the rope being pulled down and Sasha hitting hard on the outside, but there certainly seems to be an extra air of frustration within the boss right now. Sasha Banks did not take too kindly to what happened and is letting Mandy Rose know that her frustrations are going to be aired out on her. Banks, top rope, incoming. Frog splash down on Mandy Rose. Cover is made. Will this do it for Mandy Rose tonight? No, she gets the shoulder up in time. But ever since Sasha got the counter, she has been in control. And of course, maybe I spoke too soon there. Mandy Rose trying to come back here. Counter made. Reverse DDT from Sasha Banks. Takes her down. And I think for Sasha, it is all about just finishing off Mandy Rose now as quickly and as dominantly as she can. Back suplex there. Mandy just trying to find anything she can. Trying to find any breathing space, but it's not happening. Bankrupt connects. Oh, but there's Sonya again involved. Sonya Deville trying once more to maybe find an inkling of a hope for Mandy Rose. She's up to her feet. Mandy, reverse DDT from behind there. Maybe an opportunity opening itself up. Maybe, just maybe for her. Sends Sasha Banks in the corner. Turning her around. What has Mandy Rose got in mind here? Oh, went for a forearm and no one was home. No one there. Mandy Rose hit the turnbuckle hard. And it'll lead in to the bank statement now from Sasha Banks. It is locked in tight. Nowhere for Mandy Rose to go. Nothing that Sonya Deville can hope to do. And Mandy Rose has to tap out. The boss wins this evening. Take a look at it again, folks. The double knees into the back. The bank statement was locked in, and there was no way for Mandy Rose to go. Victory for Sasha Banks, but hang on a minute. She doesn't look to be done. She's not getting out of the ring. She is charging to that microphone with something to say. Well, it doesn't seem as if Sasha Banks had that positive an opinion of the former general manager. But she seems to have an idea that she wants Shawn Michaels to listen to. And well, Sasha Banks wants to go one-on-one with Toni Storm and effectively make it a #1 contenders match. It seems as if the boss wants some Toni time next week. And there is plenty to look forward to next week as well, folks. As we discussed previously, the Dangerous Alliance will take on the American Show-Offs in a tag team Royal Rumble qualifier. The winning team will qualify for the men's Royal Rumble match, and Shawn Michaels is more than willing to grant what Sasha Banks wants. Next week on this show, Toni Storm will go one-on-one with the boss herself. The winner will face Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble. But right now, folks, we know what time it is. It's the main event of the evening. What a match it's going to be. Kevin Owens, Kazuchika Okada, Royal Rumble Qualifier. For one night only at TLC, Kevin Steen came to play, but now it is back to Kevin Owens. And it is Kevin Owens who will look to defeat Kazuchika Okada here this evening and go to the Royal Rumble. Two world-class athletes. Two men who respect one another. Two men who know what it's like to be on the receiving end of Tommaso Ciampa. Both the physical attributes and the mind games of the WWE Champion. But right now, for both men, it is about the Royal Rumble match. Getting their hopes of going to that Rumble and winning it. In Kevin Owens' case for the first time. In this man's case, for the second time. The only reason this man is not WWE Champion is because of Jay White. But that's not going to stop Okada hunting down Royal Rumble #2. Big reaction in Baton Rouge for the Rainmaker. The superstar of the year makes his way out here this evening. And he is looking for the win. Like I said, these men may respect one another, hold each other in high esteem, but only one of them can go to the Royal Rumble. One of them is about to lose that very opportunity. And Kazuchika Okada, you better believe, he needs that win here tonight. Okada, he will do what it takes. He will enter that Royal Rumble. And if he needs to go toe-to-toe with Seth Rollins once again during it to go to the main event of WrestleMania, so be it. Okada's been in that Rumble twice. He knows what it's like to taste victory and bitter defeat within it. But he will do everything here tonight to beat Kevin Owens to qualify for it. Okada ready and raring to go. So is Kevin Owens. So is everyone in attendance and everyone watching at home for these two fantastic athletes. Shawn Michaels with the main event he can be proud of here on a SmackDown he can be proud of as his first one in charge of the blue brand. Many more to come for the Heartbreak Kid, and if he wants SmackDown to be the best show in terms of wrestling every single week, well, the man standing in the ring just might well be the best wrestler in the world right now. He may not have the WWE Championship, but we all know who Kazuchika Okada is, with or without it. And Kevin Owens knows what he's getting himself into as well this evening, as they will collide within that ring. So here we go. Which one of these men is going to the Royal Rumble? We will find out right about now. The bell rings and the main event is underway here. And again here this evening, we'll get some chain wrestling between these two, maybe favoring Okada, as he has the side headlock stitched in here on Kevin Owens. Owens coming up with a counter there though, pushes him off the ropes, dropped out. Oh, look at that from Okada. Immediately stopped himself when he jumped over Kevin Owens there. That is genius from the Rainmaker. And again, we return to the collar elbow tie-up. Okada with the arm. As Kevin Owens down on one knee here, early advantage for the Rainmaker. Oh, Owens suddenly slipping up to his feet. Fujiwara armbar and wrenches back on the arm there. Nicely done. Went for the clothesline. Okada comes up with the counter and sends him into the corner there. Back and forth from both men now. It seems if the feeling out process can be replaced with the physical process of this match now. Owens in the corner, went for the clothesline, no one home. Okada slams the four-time WWE Champion into the mat. Oh, Kevin Owens catching the boot there. Huge lariat from him as well, as Okada comes off the ropes and into a back body drop. Side headlock now. Nice right hand there from Kevin Owens. Okada comes up with a counter though, side headlock as he gets back up to his feet, and a big boot will take Owens off of his. First time, of course, we've seen Okada in action since the TLC pay-per-view. Didn't see or hear anything that he had to say to Jay White about last week. Okada's kept his mouth shut. It seems that his focus is on Kevin Owens here tonight and the Royal Rumble. Okada knows plenty about getting in those deep dogged personal rivalries, and it may well be the case, but Okada doesn't want to get in another one with Jay White. He just wants to get that WWE title back around his waist. Okada, top rope here, incoming. No, took too long. Kevin Owens makes him pay. Throws him off the top rope. Covers made to go to the Royal Rumble. No. Good kick out from Okada there, emphatically getting that shoulder up. And Owens frustrated that it wasn't the count of three. In the corner now, look out here, Kevin Owens. Perching Okada on the top rope. Single underhook. Spiking DDT. Ruthless move from Kevin Owens. But are we surprised that someone with a phrase that is chanted, "A fight Owens fight," is as ruthless as he is? Oh, single knee gut buster. And he'll line up a senton splash and connect with it right after as well. Combination from Kevin Owens to go to the Royal Rumble. Again, hoping to put away Okada, but just not quite the case. And here we go, risk taken out from the top rope. Kevin Owens coming in hot. Oh, went for the splash, but Okada had it well scouted and got out of the way. Gives up the back. Cobra clutch here. We saw this a number of times against Seth Rollins. Cobra clutch Russian leg sweep. Very nice move, wearing down your opponent and then driving them into the mat. Okada sending his body weight into the gut there of Kevin Owens. And a senton splash of the Rainmaker's own. See what else Okada can do here now in a dazed Kevin Owens. Okada able to make it work. Air raid crash neck breaker. Owens goes down. Knee, met, neck. Cover made. Only a count of one. And Owens getting right up to his feet after it as well. Okada went for the big boot. Owens had it scouted. Electric chair. No. Sit out power bomb. Covers made. Oh. Looked like the referee counted one. I think he said that Okada was in the ropes. Well, Okada was up against them, and then he just went through them. Kevin Owens, cannonball! Down comes Kevin Owens on Kazuchika Okada, and Owens may well have punched his ticket to the Royal Rumble. 1, 2, no! Okada kicks that again. And he needs to get those afterburners fired up. Basement dropkick from the Rainmaker now. Because Kevin Owens has got his number. Okada with a German suplex. And Kevin Owens trying to find where he is right now as well. Dazed, staggered, confused. And Okada just staying on him. Has him again here. Another German suplex. Look at this from Okada now. A mean streak coming up within him. Ear raid crash neckbreaker as well. Okada is just putting the hurt on Kevin Owens right now. This may be the pent-up aggression from losing the title at Survivor Series, from losing at TLC because of Jay White. Okada may well be feeding into his anger that is pent up within him. But Kevin Owens has plenty of anger running through him as well, even if he beat Mojo Rawley. Kevin Owens is an angry man. He just threw Okada across the outside here. Referee counting away. The last thing we'd want is a match with these two and it ending in a double count out. Sending Okada back into the ring here onto the bottom rope. Big boot in the side of the head from Owens now. Back in the ring at the count of 7. Owens looking to end it. Looking for the pop-up powerbomb. Could he do it here? No, Okada had it scouted. Shaking the head. Telling Owens there was no way he was going to get it. Snapmare comes in. Basement dropkick from the two-time WWE champion. Okada in here in the corner now. Putting him up on the top rope. What are we going to see here from Okada? Oh, wait a minute. Tit for tat. DDT from the top rope. And now, Rainmaker pose. This could do it for Kevin Owens. Rainmaker, no! Owens counters. Breaks the grip that Okada had on him. And a Samoan drop will take the former WWE champion back down. Kevin Owens with a great counter to the Rainmaker there. And he'll line up Okada to go to the top rope. KO from up high. Are you kidding me? Moonsault! Owens has him! Stunner! Stunner from Owens! Recover is made! 1, 2... Okada kicks out of 2! So many near falls in this one! All it takes is one! All it takes is 1 3 count, and one of these men will be going to the Royal Rumble. DDT from Owens, who has been doing everything he can to get the best of Okada, to beat out the Rainmaker. He'll send him to the outside again. On his quest, on his journey to the Royal Rumble. Super kick, Okada countered him. Big boot, Okada didn't get the full extension. Owens making him pay, comes up with the counter now. And slams him down on the outside, on the apron there. Kevin Owens sending Okada back in the ring again, kicking him upside the head. But what has he got to do to finish off Okada? And what has Okada got to do to get back in this match to try and finish off Kevin Owens? There may be nothing that Okada can do. Pop a powerbomb. No, Okada counted it. Okada comes up with a counter in the nick of time. And tit for tat again. Rope on DDT from the Rainmaker. And to ensure there's no pop-up powerbomb, snaps the arm back at Kevin Owens. Now it could be the beginning of the end. And a third trip to the Royal Rumble. The Kazuchika Okada hangs onto the wrist lock lariats. Owens is down. Okada might be on his way to the Royal Rumble here tonight. Jay White hits the ring and oh, you are kidding me. He stomped on Kevin Owens. He stomped on Owens. Okada's disqualified. And Okada's livid. He is running after Jay White. Yeah, White running for his life. Running back into the ring. Oh no! Okada took too long. And Jay White was there to capitalize. Picks up Okada. Blade Runner. Damn it. The Switchblade trying to stay true to his promise by screwing Okada out of the Royal Rumble here tonight. And rubbing in the fact that he laid him out in the ring once again. Jay White doing all that's possible to keep Okada away. White says he's going to challenge Ciampa next week here on SmackDown. The Switchblade lays out the Rainmaker. There will be no Okada in the Royal Rumble. Jay White screws Okada out of the opportunity on his way to making SmackDown breathe with the Switchblade.